most people stay stuck even though they know what to do. I do believe that knowledge can be a limiting factor, but I don't believe that knowledge is a limiting factor for you to be able to get from point A to point B. Knowledge might be a limiting factor for you to get from point A to point E, but from point A to point B, no. Most people stay stuck even though they know what they need to do to get to the next step. So you gotta ask yourself, why do most people stay stuck? And you have to ask yourself, do you wanna be one of those people that stay stuck? I know for me personally, I don't wanna be somebody who stays stuck. I wanna take action. Structure is what separates the people who don't stay stuck in life. People know that consistency is important. If we talk about fitness, people know that calories are important. At least most people know. Most people know that, habits are important. Most people know that drinking alcohol isn't good for you. Most people know that eating certain foods isn't good for you. Most people know that staying up until 3 a.m. scrolling on TikTok isn't the best option when you have work at 7 or when you're supposed to be up to get to the gym at 6. For some reason, people just keep on falling into a habitual habit that doesn't allow them to be able to get the life that they so-called want. They just stay stuck. Discipline is required. Information is not enough. If information was enough, everybody would be getting the results that they want out of life. So we know that information is not enough. Structure matters. Habits, they shape outcomes. All the habits that I have right now are for a reason. They're because I want a certain outcome. I don't just do certain things that I do on a day-to-day basis just for no reason. I'm not posting a YouTube video every day for no reason. I'm not working out every day for no reason. I'm not getting my steps in every day for no reason. I'm not eating certain foods every day for no reason. I have certain habits because I want certain outcomes. Knowing what to do doesn't necessarily eliminate friction. You can know what to do and you will still fight against your old self, the less version of yourself. I have a book coming out, some sort of like compilation of journals I've been writing, coming on my 23rd birthday next month. And one of my journals, one of my entries is fighting against old self. And that's something that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people, they're looking to implement new habits, a new mindset. They know what to do. They know what they need to do to get to the next point, but there's friction fighting between the person that they want to be and the person that they currently are. And a lot of people, they also just have lives that are not structured. A lot of people have lives that are not structured. Everything is optional. Everything's negotiable. Nothing is structured. Nothing is, I'm doing this today. Everything is just emotional. I feel like doing this, so I will do this, and I don't feel like doing that, so I won't do that. You will not get to where you need to get to in life if everything is optional, nothing is non-negotiable, and everything is just how you feel in the moment. You will have to have structure to be able to get the results that you want in life, whether it be within fitness, whether it be within business and career, whether it be within your mind, whether it be in relationships. You need structure. Structure is very important. Everything turns into later. No systems. I'm big on systems. What's your system? Do you have a system that's working for you, that's conducive to you getting the results that you want? If you don't have a system which is structured, you will not get the results that you want. I'm big on systems. So people, they don't have systems, they don't have standards. Nobody has standards. Nope. As soon as I get to like 8% body fat, my standard is like never getting above 10%. That's gonna be my standard that I'm setting. Nobody has standards. Everybody, I gained 30 pounds over the summer. Yeah, I didn't go to the gym for a month. People just, they don't have standards. Nothing is, this will not happen. You have to have standards. When there's no systems and no standards, every day becomes a decision. I'm really big on saving mental capacity. That's the reason why I structure my life to where I do the same thing pretty much every day. That's the reason why I eat the same foods every day, because I don't have to think about, that's the reason why I just throw on my clothing line and just hit the door. I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to have to wear. I don't want to have to think about what I'm going to eat for the day. That's all mental capacity that I'm saving because I have my life structured in a certain way. Are you structuring your life in a certain way that saves you mental capacity? Or do you have to use mental capacity and wasted energy to make decisions? You shouldn't have to think about whether you're supposed to be in the gym today, or what foods you're going to be eating for the day, or what outfit you're going to be wearing for the day, or what call you got to get on for a client or whatever. Everything needs to be structured. When you have structure, you save a whole bunch of mental capacity and you save decision fatigue. And decision fatigue is what causes a lot of people to get overwhelmed, to burn out and stuff like that. You can't really burn out if you're not making decisions. When I say not making decisions, I'm talking about not making decisions because you already made those decisions to have structure. You don't have to make day-to-day decisions. That costs a lot of energy and a lot of mental capacity for you. Structure removes negotiation. You don't have to ask yourself, am I going to train today? Am I going to work today? Am I going to get my steps in today? Am I going to talk to this person today? Do I need to do this today? When you have structure, you're good. Structure creates momentum, guys. I have so much momentum in my life. Like this year, I've been rolling. I'm really happy with what I've accomplished in January, and we still got a few more days left, but I'm really happy about this month, man. I have so much momentum right now because my life's been structured. Every day I've basically been doing the same thing every day, to the point where some days I even forget what day it is, just because I have my life structured in a certain way where every day looks the same, because I don't need to figure a whole bunch of things out. I go to the gym, I come back, I record my content, I go back to the gym, I come back, I work with my clients. Then I do whatever I need to do with my business. I post my clips around my platforms, and I make sure I'm in bed by 9, and I get up at 4 to 5. Like very, very structured day. I'm eating the same foods every day. And a lot of people might say it's boring, but the boring life is really the structured life. And the structured life is what helps you get the results that you want in life. Most people who are where they want to be in life, they have structure, I promise you guys. And the reason why people say it's not fun, because structure feels restrictive to a lot of people, because a lot of people are undisciplined. To the disciplined man, to the disciplined woman, structure is fun and structure is welcomed. It's not looked at as something bad. But for a lot of people, because they're so undisciplined, structure is looked at as a negative. But if you're a disciplined person, then structure will be looked at as a positive. Structure really creates freedom, man. It removes friction. It creates clarity. It creates direction. It creates purpose. All things that are needed to be successful in life. And in my opinion, once you actually experience real structure, it becomes impossible to be able to do anything else. You start feeling like you're drifting. I watched a video of this one guy. He said he had his life structured a certain way, and every time he goes on vacation, he doesn't like it because he's off his meal plan, his workouts, he's working out in different gyms. He's off with his clients that he coaches online. Like his structure, he just can't wait till he gets back home to his structure. A lot of people be like, damn, that's crazy, you need a vacation. Like, a lot of us disciplined people, man, we just like structure. We like to know what we're doing, when we're doing it, and why we're doing it. We don't like a whole bunch of novelty. We like structure, man. Exactly why I created my branch out sessions, man. I want to help people build structure. People ask me how I do certain things, and I was like, shoot, man, let me help people build structure so that they can structure their lives in a way and design their lives in a way that's conducive to the results that they want within fitness, within the mind, within health, within relationships, within business and career, man. So this is what I'm helping people with, man. My branch out sessions, I help people build structure, discipline structure, and keep in mind, your structure may not look like mine. Like people will say, Randall, I can't walk 20,000 steps. You don't need to walk 20,000 steps. Randall, I can't work out twice a day. I never said you had to work out twice a day, but you do need to find a structure that's good for you and your goals. What structure looks like for me is not going to be what structure looks like for the next man or for the next woman. We all have different structures that are going to fit within our schedules and that are going to be conducive to the goals that we want. And it's all individualized. Strategy calls helping people find structure, helping people find the discipline that they need to be able to structure their lives in a way that allows them to get what they want out of life, which is what we want. And a big thing I've been working with people on is helping them create non-negotiables. Once you create your non-negotiables and you go through that week, that 2 weeks, that 3 weeks where you're still fighting your old self, boom, you just hit momentum. And it's a beautiful thing to watch people really find structure, because a lot of people, they're ambitious, they want certain things in their life, but they just don't know how to have structure to be able to get what they want. And as soon as you get that structure, it's just input, 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 and you're fine, man. You know that within time, you'll be able to get the outcomes that you want. You guys can check my description if you guys are interested in applying to work with me. As always, I appreciate you guys for checking out my video, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.